Hey everyone, this is Geeky Panda here, and I'm watching another one of Odd One Out. And this episode is six Filipinos versus one secret white guy. And overall, it's gonna be really interesting here. One of the reasons why I wanted this is I saw that they were doing like, Koreans and who's not the Korean one, and I was like, oh, I wonder if they have Filipino. Oh, they do. And for those that don't know, my mom, she's basically full Filipino from the Philippines, all that dandy stuff. So I'm actually very interested to see how deep this goes. So
I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino.
And I'm Canadian. So I actually have a YouTube channel where I make content primarily in Tagalog. I do interviews with other foreigners who have an interest in the country, and I also do reaction videos where I go out to restaurants and speak Tagalog with Filipinos, and normally they're like really surprised that I can speak the language. So yeah, I'm really excited to be a part of this, and I hope I do well.
Oh, this is one where they're all blindfolded. Yeah, no, I've seen content like that, and it's like, oh, hey, for me, I don't speak Tagalog. I know some words. I understand it more than I speak it. Reason being is my parents wanted me to make sure I learned how to speak English, and Tagalog is not necessarily a kind language to English. So, yeah.
Name.
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
Wait, what did I
What's
say?
like everyone's full name?
Oh, yeah, that's a good question.
I got an
I
American.
go by Ray Matthew Cabato.
Not the Rays.
Oh, so many Rays.
Yeah, my name is Bianca Jolene. My
that
first name
is
is Bianca
Filipino.
Jolene, and then that Jolene is a combination of my parents' name.
My name is Sean Satari Donna.
That's unique.
Yeah.
Very unique.
I don't know.
From the mountains, maybe?
So my name is Jana Luis de los Reyes de Semido.
Jesus fucking Christ! Okay, there's a Spanish.
My full name is John Mendoza Manalo.
Yeah.
Fucking
Now this is
hell.
getting hard.
That is hard. Okay.
My original OG family Filipino name is Mendoza. Just to point that out there.
Okay.
I just Googled popular Filipino last names.
Yeah.
And Manalo actually is a last name, but it's also a verb in Tagalog to mean to win. So I thought it'd be like a good omen.
He went by John something Manalo, but he didn't have a second first name.
My government name is Paula Marie Ambestros Guerra.
And best
Very
friends.
Spanish. Marie's very.
Yeah, Marie.
Yup.
So I go by Mark William de la Vega.
Yeah, I don't.
Sound like a politician.
I never got a Filipino name because I got my dad's name essentially. So, yeah, my mom wanted to give me a Filipino name.
I know, right?
What if I am?
You even said that like a politician.
What provinces your parents or you from?
Well, my mom's from Malabon. My dad's from Culucan.
So I was born in Quezon City.
And
Before I moved to America, I lived in Antipolo, Rizal. But then my dad is from Nueva Ecija, that province.
Okay.
And then my mom is from Bicol.
I represent.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my mom's from Bicol.
Ah.
So Nabua specifically. My dad's Ilocano.
Wait, Nabua?
Oh shit! Okay.
Like
my
Quezon
mom-
City, Naga
Okay.
City, all that. Yeah.
Cool. It's like not common for people in that province to immigrate to the US. Wherever his mom was from was a city over from where my mom's from. So I was like, oh, like, trust this guy.
My mom is from Cavite province, and my dad is from Metro Manila. So I was actually born in Manila. Yeah, and then I was raised in Canada, and then like maybe, I don't know, 2 years ago I moved to California.
Okay.
Why'd you move?
For work.
What do you do for work?
I'm a graphic designer.
Nice.
Artistic, creative.
I would have said Filipino nurse, and they would have totally bought that shit. I'm not even fucking joking. There's a lot of Filipino nurses out there.
It's not a medical professional, though.
Yeah, that was a conversation for sure with my
What did I
parents.
tell you?
I was a little bit worried that people would think the
What did I
story was a
tell
bit
you,
too
dude?
complicated, that I was born in the Philippines, moved to Canada, and then later moved to California, and I think that worked.
Both of my parents are from Iloilo City. My dad got like transfer over to the Netherlands, and that's where I was born.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he studied math. He got a PhD in math, and then he got a job offer from that and moved to the States.
My mom is from Cebu and my dad's from Baguio. So the beach and the mountains, we got a little mix.
My dad is from Pangasinan. My mom is from Bulacan, I think. I'm not too sure.
Okay.
But I was born and raised in the Philippines for, I would say, 10 years. And I moved here about, I would say, when I was 14.
So you guys have all been to the Philippines.
Yes.
And my mom was from my family's right now. They live in Olongapo, so Yeah.
Yeah, I was there in December.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm the only one who hasn't been there.
You've never
you
been?
gotta
Never been to the
Yeah.
Philippines.
Fluent
Oh,
with the language.
shit.
So when
Dude
Mark
needs to
said that he had
go.
never been to the Philippines, but he speaks Tagalog, I
Oh.
was like, okay, that's something that I can like kind of jump on
Oh,
right away.
God, yeah, you can jump on
And,
that.
It kind of makes him a little bit more suspicious for the other people.
You could throw a wrench in the plans
How did that
here.
happen?
Well, I was threatened to learn. My mom told me, "Pa hindi ka naaral ng Tagalog, pumunta ka sa Pinas." I'm like,
Fuck me.
I feel like somebody that was gonna come in here and just speak Tagalog, like, I was like, oh, they're probably the mole.
I know there's a lot of kids that don't go to the Philippines, but I feel like him being fluent in Tagalog, I was like, maybe you just like assimilated here.
I feel like my parents wanted my ate and I to just assimilate so bad in America, you know?
Yeah, same.
Like, I mean,
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I need to know English more. They want, because when I was growing up, I had like a speech impediment issue. I couldn't read that well, and where I grew up, you know, I was born in Oahu, and that's already like a clusterfuck of languages already. So just, yeah. So literally, learn English, roll with that.
I'm when I was 3, right? So that's why I have no accent. But like, I was born there, right? So in my head, I'm like, it's kind of a
And I really, my mom has a thick Filipino accent, and I get really annoyed. I on purpose, I try not to have that Filipino accent from her, and I'm like, very fucking persistent. I try not to have the Filipino accent. I'm sorry.
embarrassing that I don't know Tagalog like fluently.
I don't speak it at all. I only know 3 words. Salamat po.
Yep.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Taba.
Yeah.
Do you know any bad words? Oh, of course.
Everyone's
He
the
said
bad
like
words.
the most basic ones. So I said, like some friend probably taught him something and then, you know, went along with it. So I was like, still, I think it's fake.
Well, my ones I know, salamat po, paalam na po, nanay, tatay, tito, lola, lolo, a lot of family members. Just the basics. I'm sorry. Oh God.
I can speak it pretty well, but like, I definitely have an accent. You know?
I feel like that's a Phil-Am kid thing. Like we all, like our parents spoke in the heavy accent,
Yeah.
and they grew up, like we grew up here, and then they're like, "Wait, you put that in the basura,"
Oh my God. Fucking hell.
you know? So,
Childhood.
I struggle with the language a lot because I grew up with like TFC playing in the house.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like, I would see a lot of like Filipino dramas,
Yep,
but then my
yep,
parents
yep,
also
yep.
speak Ilonggo, a different dialect. So like,
And if you're wondering, the Tagalog is the main spoken language in the Philippines, but there are other different languages, basically like a sub-language that certain provinces and areas speak more of. So yeah,
I get mixed up on what is Ilonggo and what's
but we also had the Filipino channel growing up too.
Tagalog. But like, when I'm in the Philippines, I know enough to like understand people, but I don't be speaking it fluently.
Yeah, yeah, I'll be in the same fucking boat.
I know. I have
No,
idea.
which one of you?
I wouldn't be lying.
Does anyone have a family name? My grandma called me Achok.
Shut up.
It means nothing, but it
God.
just sounds cute. So I went by Achok in my family.
Growing up, my family always called me Jolo.
Jolo.
Yeah, from John.
My family called me Kukang. I don't know why.
Kukang?
Like, I don't know why. I don't know what it means. Like, does anyone?
I'm sure it's because it like rolls off the Filipino tongue.
Maybe.
They call me Maasim.
Okay, so
Maasim?
I'm a twin.
Oh,
So there's Maasim and Matamis because we're sweet and sour. One's very mean, one is very sweet.
makes sense. Makes sense.
I felt if the mole was in our camps, they would be trying to speak Tagalog. I felt that he was just going hard on the good Tagalog to prove his case.
There were definitely some people that were trying that I felt were trying a little bit too hard,
Yeah.
and that's where my suspicions were coming up.
And for those wondering, yes, I got called Jimmy Boy a lot. That was my nickname, but my mom gave me.
my parents call me Pot. There's also like Kaka, because my name's Bianca.
My family calls me Jang. And then for Filipinos, you know, they usually like double it, like Jang Jang.
Yeah,
Kinda,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like the Filipino names.
Now that sounds something.
Yeah.
She doubled it up, but I feel like when she was saying it, I felt like she was putting up an act. Like when she said her family nickname was John, I was like, okay, that's not believable.
That is kind of crazy because it's like you got blindfold, so all you're going off is literally the voice. The mole doesn't have blindfold on. and the mole is trying to like just infiltrate and just blend in, but it is just now they're picking at every little string. This is really interesting
anyone
here.
in here that's like they can't understand Tagalog?
When there's a bit of English, I'm like, okay, I get context, but I'm lost. I'm so lost.
Wait, you said your mom's from Nabua?
Yes.
So can you understand Bicolano?
Yeah, my mom and like my stepdad speak that dialect.
Oh, cool.
But like, what is it? I can't discern between that and regular, so.
I get that. I can't either.
They're gonna probably vote off
One of my go-tos,
an actual
I'll tell
Filipino.
you. Go-to Filipino food, lumpia.
Oh fuck
Go-to
yeah!
karaoke, Dancing Queen.
Oh for fuck's
Go-to app,
sake!
the Nectar app, obviously.
I'm gonna skip this shit so fucking hard if you try to.
I think I kept throwing my Filipino
Yeah, you kinda
language
did.
out there, and
You
I
kind
guess
of
it
you
was enough
doubled
to, like,
down on it so
eliminate me
hard.
it was a desperate move for me to like,
Yeah.
hey, like I don't want to get eliminated.
Sometimes
I'm telling you,
being
I'm
too
Filipino.
desperate to
This
prove
is
yourself
me.
actually ends
Yeah,
up,
it was everyone's karaoke go-to karaoke song.
Journey Open Arms is I sing it. So.
Are you Tito?
Hey,
Journey, Dancing Queen, or ABBA, and a shitload of fucking Filipino songs.
man, I get to vote my voice.
I can't sing for so like I'm just being honest. Like I don't do karaoke because like my dad, when I was living there with him, he would always bring out his karaoke stuff, and then he would let me like sing. But
Every Filipino family has a karaoke machine somewhere, or if not, they will always be willing to throw down on some karaoke at a party. I shit you not.
then like I get
And if you're asking, yes, we have a karaoke machine.
really shy, so I stopped because I know I don't have the voice for it.
Me too.
Yeah, I just
dude.
sing my heart out.
Yeah,
when
I
I'm
don't
by
like to
myself.
sing. Like,
Yeah,
I need
same
like
here.
liquid
My
courage.
parents love Frank Sinatra.
Oh, another strong one. Yeah.
Did they sing in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Oh dear, ballsy. you know the lore behind that, right?
No.
About like that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you sing My Way at a karaoke bar, you're not good at it, you get shot.
Oh,
That's facts.
I did not know about that.
Yeah, it's the My Way killings. It's a whole thing.
Babel is also really fun.
Oh, Babel.
Yeah.
All right, what's it called? Like the system?
System, the Magic Mike.
Yup. No, not Mike.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's what's mine called. The
It's called
karaoke
Magic
system.
Sings.
When Paula asked what you call the karaoke machine, and I had no idea. I was like, I don't know. I've never owned one. I think it depends on like the brand.
Oh, okay.
It's just magic. It's just
Yeah, just magic, magic.
Yeah. Oh God, that's better
I
not be
often
a
get nightmares
fucking
of what was
ad.
supposed to be the best night of my karaoke career. My
Oh, it
first
is.
Coliseum
It
performance
is. I'm gonna
didn't-
skip this.
At first I thought it was like, oh, it's an Asian thing, you know?
Don't give me.
And then like I saw like my other Asian friends like only use a fork, and I'm like, oh
was
my
like, how are
gosh,
you
it's
doing
only a
that?
spoon. Oh,
Wait,
it's an
wait,
Asian
wait.
thing.
Wait.
Gosh, the
Sorry.
spoon.
Wait.
What's like a thing that you thought everyone did in the world, but it was actually just like a Filipino thing?
Oh my gosh,
I-
the
I-
spoon.
The spoon.
What's
The spoon.
I remember
need
it wasn't until
context.
like I want to say high school. At first I thought it was like, oh, it's an Asian thing, you know?
Don't give me.
And then like I saw like my other Asian friends like only use a fork, and I'm like,
I was
my
like, how
gosh,
are you
it's
doing
only a
that?
spoon.
Oh,
I don't know
okay.
what
Yeah.
spoon is. Oh. I'm dumb. The way they framed it, I thought it was like
Yeah.
a superstition with the spoon. Looking at it now, I'm like, oh yeah, no, they're talking about how we eat food with a spoon and fork.
Not wrong. Spoon is in there somewhere. Not wrong. You're not fucking wrong. But also, sometimes hands is literally depending what kind of food it is. You eat with your hands too. I'm just saying.
At the same time, like dual wielding it. I thought anybody that you saw at a family party, you just called your cousin.
I mean, that's what you do. Right?
Oh
I thought
my
that was a
God.
common thing.
Oh, God.
But then they're like, how
Yeah.
are they related to you? I'm like,
No, that's my aunt's
that's-
friends.
okay,
Oh my God, so fucking true. Oh my God, so fucking true. It's so true. Here's your cousins, here's your Cheetos, here's his aunties. Oh my God, it's so true.
he's a family friend. Whatever.
So
I
fucking
thought
true.
that everybody measured the water when they were making rice with their fingers.
Oh,
I thought that was just like a normal thing.
Wait, who said that?
John.
John. Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
I was worried that I was going to accidentally say the wrong name or forget my own name.
Well, no,
and so when someone said it, I wouldn't be able to know like that they were trying to talk to me. I chose John because it's a really typical Filipino name. Like I know like probably like 5 or 6 Filipinos that are named John.
All my white friends think it's weird that I use Vicks. So
just yeah. I fucking hate Vicks Vapor Rub. I fucking hate it. My mom would literally, if I get sick, even the Vicks Vapor Rub would be immediately deployed. And I fucking hated it.
yeah,
I
think a
fucking
lot of
hated
The
it.
cure-all.
It is the
it is
cure-all.
clutch.
The smell is good.
I didn't like it.
God. It immediately reminds me of being at home sick, and my dad's like, "You gotta put Vicks on," and he would immediately just take this right here, put a little bit on my nose right here, and then like through here, and then maybe just like massage my back and shoulders with this. And there's also a superstition with Vicks that if you put this on the soles of your feet and then you wear socks, that you will stop coughing.
Yeah.
Is there any like
Fucking
Filipino
superstition.
superstitions that y'all know about?
My mom always told me, don't sleep with your hair wet.
Oh, that's exactly what I was gonna say. Every time it was raining, it was like you have to immediately like shower, get the hair dry. Also, I was told like if you have a mole on your palm, that that would mean you'll be wealthy one day. Which I have a mole on my palm, but I'm still waiting for that.
My mom always talked about this thing, like if you pee outside. Have you guys heard that?
No.
With like duende.
Oh,
You know the duende?
yeah. Like they'll do something bad to you.
Yeah, they'll like trick you or whatever.
Wait, what's duende?
It's like the little dwarf.
Like a tiny
Oh,
little-
yeah. Filipino mythology and stuff like that. Part of it does include dwarves. I know the superstitions like the aswangs and stuff like that too, or the moving trees. Yeah.
So if you pee outside and you pee on them, then they get mad and they like do something against you. So you're supposed to say
know, right?
you're supposed to say tabi tabi po, which is like like move out of the way or whatever.
Oh,
Is there anybody that's like suspicious with anybody?
I'd say yes.
Maybe.
I am too, yeah.
who's right next to me to my left?
Jana.
Jana.
Yes.
A lot of things you said were kind of just generalized things.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about you. What do you do?
About me? Okay.
Yeah.
I can tell you right now.
Okay.
Let's see. I am a caregiver. I work at a nursing home.
That's very Filipino. That's like the most
Oh my
Want me
god.
to
Again.
prove more stuff to you? 'Cause
Nurses
I
and
can
shit.
go on.
Okay, yeah. I was just curious. I want to learn a little bit more.
Okay, got you.
Yeah.
I'm pursuing nursing after college.
Okay.
I told you. Is it a stereotype? Yeah, but it's fucking true.
I
That's the most
graduate next
Filipino
week,
thing I've
so
If you don't want, if you're not a doctor,
Thank you.
you're gonna be a
So,
nurse, and,
that doesn't
and your
sound
parents are gonna love
convincing
it.
enough to you?
Because you're still working in the medical field.
I'm just wondering, like you said, you lived in the Philippines for
Yes,
10 years,
I did.
but you weren't sure where your dad was from.
Mom.
I don't really ask my mom, to be honest with you, because like my mom is kind of like, I would say like they're whitewashing a bit, like my mom's side. My dad's side, they're very like, what you call this, like very Filipino in a way. So it's, I don't know, I don't ask her anything.
But like
so.
even like the province.
I don't, because she doesn't speak any dialect.
She said that she didn't know where her mom was from. And I'm kind of just really big on like, even if like you were born here, I feel like it's really important to know like where your roots are, you know? Like, yeah, like you're Filipino.
Well, like my family lives in Longopan now, but they used to live. We used to have a farm by Mount Pinatubo or Pinatubo, but you can kind of guess what happened to it. Just yeah, wild fucking guess. Erupting volcano kind of gets everyone, including Clarkson Air Force Base, the fuck out.
But like it's more than that. There's like thousands of islands in the Philippines. You should know like relatively where like both your parents are from.
Who are they gonna think? I think it. Again, a lot of stuff here is like, yeah, this is childhood in the make. This is childhood, basically. Oh yeah, they did vote her
I
out.
felt very targeted because they're just like, oh yeah, she's the fake one because she's just answering
Diana.
like generalized questions. So I'm like, okay, well, ask me more like in-depth questions. That way I can like give you more in-depth answers. But that didn't really like come up. So I said, that's fine.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue playing the game, please raise your hand.
What's like a toxic
Ooh.
trait or trauma, for lack of a better word?
Bamboo stick, scratching stick, slipper. we'll see if they're gonna.
That a like your Filipino family or Filipino extended culture has.
Okay, so my biggest annoyance is that they veil generosity to manipulate people.
Ooh.
Oh my God!
And it's one of those things where I see that and I'm like, I just don't want to be that type of Filipino.
Yeah,
Agreed.
yeah.
There's a lot of like judgment as well,
Yeah.
especially on like physical appearance.
Yes, I was
Yeah.
gonna say
It's
that.
really hard to deal with
Yeah, that's true too.
sometimes.
My parents are really open and telling me when I gained weight or lost
Yeah.
weight.
Oh my God, that's so dramatic irony here. It's like my mom would always be like, "Oh, hey, here," as a kid growing up, "Here, eat food, eat food. Here, here's another plate." Now it's like my mom's like, "Oh, you need to lose weight. You're fat." She has no fuck. She doesn't pull her punches. She will say it like it is, basically.
All the time, man.
Even like family friends will be so direct, just like, "Oh, tumaba ka na."
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Obviously,
Filipinos
like,
are
standards of
very
beauty is very
direct.
subjective,
Right.
but I just don't respect the colorism in the Philippines.
sure.
Just because my mom was really big on like, oh, you're getting too dark.
Ooh, ooh, oh wow, wow, ooh. I'll shed some light in on this. Generally speaking, the lighter the skin, the better it is. If you got too much of a dark skin, it's like, oh, no. But I'm gonna like, I definitely like just kind of touch the subject a little bit. No, but I totally understand where she's coming from.
Like it's like
Like
100
it's-
degrees outside
Yep.
because we live
Yep.
in SoCal, and she's like, we should wear a long sleeve. Like,
Yep.
no, I'm not gonna wear a long sleeve.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 100
Like
degree
they want
Just
whiter
like a lot
skin.
of Asian culture, it can be really strict and also judgmental in the world of like academics and trying to
Oh,
succeed.
God,
you
yeah,
know?
yep,
It's like
yep.
I remember like a core memory of mine was like I was like 80th percentile in like my SAT scores, which is pretty decent. But I remember because my sister was like 95th percentile, my parents were really upset with me, and so just like growing up with that was a little bit difficult.
Just out of curiosity, how tall is everybody here?
I'm pretty sure.
Context. I'm technically the tallest in my Filipino family. I think there's like only one or two other people taller than me. But yeah, no, I'm taller than a lot of my Filipino relatives.
Short, but I'm tall for a Filipino.
I'm 5'8".
No, I'm mega tall, so like I'm 6'3".
Oh, never
Oh,
mind.
God,
I'm
yeah,
not
he's
tall for a Filipino.
Very fucking
I'm
tall.
5'2".
Dang.
5'8".
Okay, maybe I'm short. I lied. I'm 5'6".
That's my brother's
all good,
height.
I'm kind of tall for a Filipino. Like, I'm probably the tallest friend in like all my friend groups, but I'm 5'5".
5'5"?
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's my mom's
Yeah.
height. I'm just like comparing everybody to my parents and my family.
Yeah, like I'm super tall back home in the Philippines, but then here I'm like just average.
We didn't say what our favorite Filipino food was.
Oh,
which is
ooh. For me, chicken adobo. Especially if Lola makes her homemade chicken adobo, fucking love it. Lumpia is also a good one too. Afritada, pancit, tuyo as well. But yeah, no, chicken adobo. Always a fan favorite. Or lechon. Oh my god. Oh,
Yeah.
Mine is sisig for sure.
Yum.
sisig. Okay.
Yum.
I don't know if you guys know what this is called. It's called picadillo.
Yum. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
okay.
almost
Yeah,
like-
I've had that before.
Ours cubana.
Yeah, yeah.
I love mongo.
Mongo.
Yeah.
Is anyone gonna say chicken
That's the
adobo?
best.
Is anyone gonna say
My
chicken
comfort
adobo? Come on.
I mean, there's the classics like halo halo, obviously.
I'm not a fan of halo halo.
There was one other one that. Oh yeah. I used to ask my mom to make this all the time, but pancit molo when I was growing up was always one of my favorites.
Oh, okay.
Mine's gonna go on.
Didn't go on. Pork meat cooked in pork block. Shit, you know, I enjoy it a lot though, especially with some white rice. And I do see some puto right there beside it.
Specifically cooked by my stepdad. I'm very.
Wait, is that the one with like the pork blood?
Yep.
Yeah, he cooks it like perfect. Like every other place. Like,
No one
cooking is,
said
like,
chicken
super
adobo.
good
I'm kind of let
That's crazy,
down.
'cause I don't
Oh
know
man, or
anyone that
pork
cooks
adobo, or any
store-bought.
adobo.
Like it's always store bought or
Yeah.
like from the restaurant.
You gotta cook it in a huge batch. You can't like do a small batch.
No,
I
we
lied.
gotta.
I've never had it in my life. My stepdad cooks it phenomenally. I don't eat that. It's candied pork blood. I'm gonna eat it at home. Eventually.
Do you guys
just
know
eat.
bulalo?
I can't eat
Yeah.
bulalo.
Yeah, I ate that a lot growing up because my mom is from Cavite, right?
What
The
is it?
soup, right?
It's a soup. It's like
Yeah.
a beef broth soup.
I'm sure I've had it.
Oh,
before, I just don't know
God.
the
It's got
name.
like
Yeah.
string
Oh,
beans
hell
and
yeah.
corn in it.
Cabbage.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's
come
really,
on now.
really good. So I just got back from a trip to the Philippines. I was there for 3 weeks. So I'd never been to the Philippines at all before that. It was my very first trip. And so one of the places that I went to was Cavite. And then when I was there, I tried their local dish, which is called bulalo.
Anybody have like their parents make like Filipino spaghetti?
Yes! Yes!
Every time I go back.
Context, it's literally regular spaghetti. Maybe like a few different meats in there, but it's sweeter. That's the big main difference. It's a sweeter spaghetti.
To my hometown, that's like for sure the
But I
first thing
fucking love it.
The bright red hot dogs.
Yep, you gotta have the hot dogs in there. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah.
Ray's story was like a little bit
Rip.
weird, and I was a little surprised
Rip.
that, you know, I didn't at least go one more round.
Rip.
If you think the mole is still in the box and you'd like to continue playing the game, please raise your hand.
Wow, we're going.
Who voted to keep playing?
I did.
I did.
I didn't.
I didn't either.
Yeah, I thought we got him.
Yeah, it really feels like everyone here is Filipino. Like, I don't know who I would like vote for.
It does feel like we're all Filipino, but I think I just really watched too much Jubilee.
I know, it's like you're sure, but you're not sure.
Don't
Yeah.
take this the wrong way. I feel like Ray's fine. I feel like Bianca's fine. John, I'm so sorry. I don't know. There's just like, I don't know if it's my intuition. I hope I'm wrong, but like, I don't know. Like,
Okay.
I mean, like, money's on the line, you guys. Like, you know what I mean? So it's like,
Speaking her truth.
Oh.
I don't know. I just feel like, I mean,
They're
like,
gonna-
Suspicious about me.
your accent is very American. Like, I mean, obviously we're all Philam.
But I was also raised in Canada, right?
That's true.
So like I might have a little bit of a different accent because of that.
That's
And I
different.
moved when I was 8, so I really have like the
Okay.
Canadian accent.
He did say he likes bololo, and bololo's pretty
Now they're-
deep in there.
Yeah.
Very deep cut.
If you think the mole is still in the box
I'm gonna
and you'd like to
be-
continue playing the game, please raise your hand. If the light turns green, that means you have voted the mole out and you win. If the lights turn red, that means the
Oh
mole
man.
is still in the box.
They're gonna lose.
and you
They're gonna lose. The ball wins.
3, 2,
These are like,
One.
oh shit.
No. Oh, you guys.
Y'all, if my intuition's right,
Yeah.
y'all should have listened.
Oh, I.
Damn it.
You guys.
3, 2, 1, go.
Oh my, you know.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry.
I said it. I said it. Oh my gosh.
Sorry, guys.
I was not
Damn.
expecting you.
I didn't vote you.
I did.
I did.
I think I voted him for the first one.
I did too.
So I'm from
Yep.
Canada. In Canada, there's a really big population of Filipinos. And
There's
so when
big
I was
population of
about
Filipinos
18,
everywhere.
I really got to know the community. I was working at a place that was maybe like 50% Filipino. I met a girl and started dating. We started dating. And so I put
Yeah.
a lot of effort into
Yeah.
learning the language, and it probably
That's
took
how it
me
usually
like
works.
2 years or something like that to get conversational. And that was like, you know, nearly 9 years ago.
Okay, so since you are not Filipino, what is something that like you think is so beautiful about the culture?
Filipinos are like the most hardworking people I've ever met. Honestly, like they are grinding out there, and it's amazing how much they're willing to sacrifice for their families as well.
This is
so
why
commendable.
This is why I always say at the end of my like workouts, I'm like, mabuhay Pilipinas. Mabuhay Pilipinas.
For me, being here was
Damn.
nerve-wracking, but I've kind of been in situations like this a lot for like the last 8 or 9 years, where it's a room full of Filipinos and I'm the only one that isn't. And something in me has always wanted to
Because usually someone in there is dating someone who's not Filipino.
fit in and kind of assimilate to the groups that I'm in.
Yep.
In some ways, I've been playing this game for years. You know?
It's like
I feel
I
really
played this
comfortable with
game.
Filipinos, and I think Filipinos feel comfortable with me, and yeah.
Going through life and realizing how unique the Filipino experience is, that my parents migrated here was it and forged a good life for me and my brother and all my siblings is such a beautiful thing.
Yeah, we got the money. Shit. I mean, this was honestly a really good episode. Like, there was a lot of things in there that kind of that I immediately like recognize, and I'm like, oh yeah, no, yeah, yep, fuck, yep. But yeah, no, it's like, again, my mom, again, she's really, she's like full on Filipino. And then I also had my Lola. Like we went down to the Philippines like a few times, but most of it when I was a baby, and then when I was around 13 when my Lolo passed away. And my Lola came over here, and her cooking is so fucking good. I miss Lola's cooking. I'm gonna go literally get my passport application done, and then once I get my passport, my mom's been talking about going back to the Philippines to visiting the family and everything. And she's like, "Oh, like yeah, like let's go back there. I'll pay for everyone's plane ticket and stuff like that." It's like, "Hey, thanks, mom." But no, I would love to go back to Olongapo and visit my grandma and see how she's doing, making sure she's okay, and enjoying her good cooking again, and also the marketplace. All the fresh food being made, the street food, I cannot fucking wait. So, I'm sure Olongapo is more modernized right now. So, because again, I was there back in 2001, 2002 ish, three maybe, but yeah, it's been a long time. So, yeah, now I'm gonna go back there, enjoy some good food, visit the family, and enjoy some Filipino rum. Anyways, thank you all so much for checking out this video here. Hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe already. If you've had Filipino food before, what is your favorite Filipino dish? For me, chicken or double. Tried and true. It's always the classic dish that I will never say no, ever. Like if there's chicken or double, and I will always say yes to it. But other than that, thank you all so much for tuning in here. Don't forget that like button. Don't forget to subscribe again. I do stream weekly on YouTube and Twitch, and feel free to join my Discord. Other than that, this is Geeky Panda here. I'm out and stay geeky, my friends.